Hi everybody, I just wanted to come on here today because it was on my mind, and I thought if I shared some thoughts and feelings that I'm going through, it might help you to stay true to what you really want and really keep the trust even when things feel like they might not be working out or they get really scary. Because as some of you may know, my family are going through massive changes right now. We've decided to experiment living in a new country, and we're off to Portugal very soon as a little experiment and for some adventure. And this has been something that's been really calling me now for 3 to 4 years. And no matter how much I've tried, or perhaps different circumstances I've thought maybe we ought not to go, and I've kind of just got on with my life, it's always crept up. And since me being quite focused on it 4 years ago and being interested, there have been so many synchronicities in my life to do with Portugal, which I just can't help but follow. I know that is life working out for me, even if randomly things pop up that on the surface and rationally it might appear maybe reasons we shouldn't go, or things might not work out, or even what other people think about what we're doing. I just know I cannot ignore my urge to go, and I know it's my natural, and I know it's my instinct and my intuition. I know I need to go, and it's a calling. And that might sound a bit wacky, but however you see it, however those urges that you get in your life, those desires, those real deep desires that you have that you try to possibly ignore because it might even feel a bit scary to even contemplate doing it or acting on it. Those desires are what I'm calling a calling as such, okay? I believe that's our intuition, but you can call it whatever you want to be, your gut instinct, whatever feels right for you. Now, since making the commitment to going, I've had to take our daughter out of her school that she's been at since she was 4, and she's now 11. And it is, her class really are her family. She goes to a Steiner school, and it is the most beautiful, nurturing environment. And, she has been really seen with her teachers. It has totally enhanced her life, and she has just blossomed beautifully. And I believe that is so much due to the teachings of the Steiner School, the way the children are raised within the Steiner School, and the deepness of the education, and the whole, how they work with the soul development and everything. So my reason for saying that is that for me to actually remove Alana from that has been massive for me. It's probably one of the most it's brought up quite a lot of stuff for me, because she just has the most beautiful friendships. She has the most beautiful teacher. She loves her school. She loves everything she does there. She just loves school and learning, and she's got such a will for learning. So we're committing to homeschooling her. And homeschooling isn't something I've ever particularly thought I'd be into. I really like the fact Alana goes to school, and I like how it enhances her life, her school in particular. However, we've chosen to homeschool her because we want to continue with the Steiner education, and we want to have the freedom to also, spend time as a family and go on adventures, etc. Now, what I'm saying is this journey has been, I've been going through quite a lot of grief with taking Alana out of school. And at times I have to remember that actually, I've been on quite tenterhooks with her. And then I look at her and she seems just so positive, and so not even just so positive, she really seems so grounded and she's expressing her feelings to me so clearly. And yes, and I asked her, you know, does it feel like she wishes we weren't going? Because obviously she was getting a bit upset at the thought of leaving school. And she was like, no, Mum, I really, really want to do this. I am so ready for an adventure. And even though it's sad, I really want to go through this. And that just made me realise, yes, you know, even though things may seem scary and sad and we have to go through our emotions, we have to go through them. You know, there's no point staying in our comfort zone just because things are too scary to make changes, or just because fear takes over. We can't let fear take over. And that's why I often come back to, if our desire is strong enough, it can cut through the fear. So as long as a desire is stronger than the fear, we can make those changes and do what it is we want to do. And so I'm in this kind of, I feel a little bit better today, but I've been in this sea of unknown, uncertainty. Gosh, you know, what if Alana finds it difficult to make friends there? What if she doesn't have the independence she has here? There's been so many what ifs, and I really have to and I'm very conscious that is my mind. My mind's chitter chatter, and on a deep level, I know what we're doing is the right thing. And I have to go through this, and we have to go through this, and we can make choices, you know, depending on how things are going in the future. So this was just me wanting to hope to inspire you, and just make you aware that even though obviously I talk about staying really strong to our desires and following our instinct and trusting ourselves, it's not always easy. And so I'm just sharing some of my truth with you, that even though I'm totally dedicated and devoted to following my truth and trusting myself, it is hard at times, but don't let that stop you. Okay, that's just my message today. Just keep going for what it is you want, listen to yourself, and just go for it. And remember, I always say to my daughter that our emotions are like waves. You know, they come and they go. So we might feel afraid at one point through the process, and then we may feel really positive. Just go with it, and life will work for you. Yeah. Okay, have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.